This is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
And a good Monday morning. We are starting things off up in Watertown. This is where we still have some steady snow going on. Winter storm warnings still continue for the North Country. We have plows out, but it is still coming down at a very steady pace up to our up north near the North Country, and even in Baldwinsville from our CATV Skynet 9 camera, where we still have snow coming down. It's a lot lighter than it was yesterday, but we're still tacking on at least a little bit of snow on top of the roughly a foot of snow that we picked up throughout the day yesterday. It's 13 degrees right now at the Syracuse airport. Luckily, it's not very windy, but the wind, the very little bit that we do have, is from the east. Eventually, that's going to shift around to the west, and then we transition over to some lake effect snow later today. But here's a look at the radar. We have just some lighter snow showers. It's very, very fine, almost like a drizzle almost, but it's 13 degrees. It's super cold out. But if you don't have your defroster really going, a lot of that's going to freeze up on your windshield. So please be careful as you're heading out the door. All the roads are very much a hard snowpack out there, and probably a fresh at least couple of inches on top of that as well, especially from up towards Watertown near Lowville, extending over into the Adirondacks, again, where we still have our winter weather, our winter storm warnings. So here was that nor'easter. It's now moving right on top of Boston, the Cape, and down towards New York City. They had snow, and then they changed over to some sleet. We were just snow the entire time, all day yesterday. Luckily, the crews were really able to play catch up and did pretty well with the roads this morning, all things considered. We'll see an additional at least 1 to 3 inches of snowfall during the day today. A lot of this is going to be as a result of lake effect snow that's happening today. It's also very cold. We got temperatures in the teens. We are not going to get very warm at all this entire week. The wind is picking up. You can see it shifting to the west later today, and that's when that lake effect will start to kind of gear up here. Overnight lows, we're back down to single digits. At least the air is not quite as brutal as it was this weekend. This is still very cold, well below normal, with highs again tomorrow only in the mid-teens at best. And we have no relief on the way the entire week, all the way through Friday, the weekend, even a lot of next week too. Temperatures really struggling to even get to 20 degrees. We have additional lake effect snow happening tonight. It's going to gradually lift north. We'll see most of our accumulating snow happening in Oswego County. Again, another 1 to 3 inches, maybe closer to 3 to 4 inches in some of those steadier spots. Let's take you through on this timecast. So we're in our last little push of this storm. With the lighter snow showers, a lot of the roads are still that hard snowpack. Salt is not effective when it is this cold outside. And then our wind starts to come from the west, and now we're seeing the lake effect kind of reforming here. So we're going to watch for these little bursts of snow where it could be coming down pretty heavy at times between 3 and 6 o'clock this evening. If you have plans this evening that are not canceled, you're going to want to be very careful on the roads. Drop in visibility, blowing and drifting snow. This band is going to lift up north pretty quickly, but it's going to be on the move, heading up for Pulaski by tomorrow morning and eventually by Watertown early tomorrow morning. We got our next clipper moving on by tomorrow. That'll give us another quick little burst of some snow, a couple of inches out of that. Temperatures are cold, and more lake effect forming behind that. We have lake effect snow warnings for the counties along the lakeshore: Wayne, Northern Cayuga, Oswego, Jefferson, Lewis counties. Wednesday into Thursday, we're expecting significant lake effect snow for some of those spots southeast of the lake, where we could be looking at another 1 to 2 feet of snow in some of those spots north of Syracuse. So that's the next big thing we're going to be watching carefully. Still snow showers in the forecast at the end of the week, but at least the weekend looks somewhat quieter right now.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.